Remember everyone, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about how much the dog is making Roman look strong. And Roman does look strong, very much so, but is he the strongest man in WWE today? Nope. No sir. I mean, he's stronger than me, but then again a small cup of water is stronger than me. But no, Mr. Reigns pales a little when compared to these genetic freaks. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are the 10 strongest wrestlers in WWE today. Number 10, The Undertaker. The Phenom, aka Mr. Creeps, aka Scary Mary, aka Blood Tony, has been one of the most physically imposing superstars of the last 25 years. There's just so much of him, and all that meat translates into power. In previous years, when he was last riding everyone in sight, he probably would have ranked higher up this list, but even at 51 unbelievable years old, he still finds time to show up on YouTube executing a 500-pound barbell back pull, the lunatic. Number 9, Triple H. Bow down to your dad. Triple H might have swapped out his denim jacket for a business jacket, although not all the time, but despite being a part-time wrestler these days, he's still as addicted to the gym as he ever was, with him constantly posting videos on social media of him lifting big things, eating pianos, or mountains, or whatever it is that men do. Roar, rah! But seriously, he could break me in 3 places. Number 8, The Big Show. Well, he's a big boy. The Big Show, or The Giant as he was known in WCW, has always been a phenomenal athlete. Not only could he do a moonsault when he first started out, but the mere fact that he can still wrestle after 20 years of being that size is damn impressive. Again, he may not be as powerful as he was in his leaner days when he would make a yearly habit of making an example out of everyone in the Royal Rumble, but he still has enough power to throw Brock Lesnar around, and that is saying something. Number 7, Braun Strowman, aka Boom Stew Moon, aka Burp Storebought, aka Morn Cowman, aka Brown Strummond, aka Bum Snowman, is the latest in a long line of, one more, Bored Straw Porn. Okay, I'm done. Is the latest in a long line of folks that Vince likes because he's all tall and that, your next big Cass. Say what you want about what Braun has shown in the ring thus far, but he's clearly a strong chap. He's able to hold up a ragdoll Chris Jericho for ages, and Jericho's not exactly a small dude. Number 6, RYBACK. He's a guy, he's big. He's the big guy. Right now, the only things that RYBACK is lifting are the eyebrows of Vince McMahon after he publicly takes the company to task over pay, but there's no denying that the man's got power. I mean, just look at all the bulging bits on his body. Look at that bump, and that one. I didn't even know you could have bumps there. He looks like a tight skin bag full of grapefruits, and more bloody power to him. Number 5, Big E. Big E, and this is a nickname he actually acknowledged on Twitter, Chuck Lesnar, that is sensational, has bumps for absolute days, and despite making an excellent living now as an erotic dancer live on Raw, he's a former scary bastard powerlifter. There's a video on YouTube of him bench pressing 575 pounds, which is ridiculous. Almost how dare he? How dare he have that much strong in his big arms? There's little wonder that Xavier Woods crows about his tricep meat, because even though he's not always called upon to showcase it, the dude is all the way strength. Number 4, Mark Henry. Surely someone with the nickname The World's Strongest Man should be closer to the top. Well, it's hard to gauge how strong Henry is now, right now, but it's a damn fact that he was once ungodly good at lifting the big things. Another power lifter, he set world records in the 90s in 2 disciplines, deadlift and squat, is a 2-time Olympian and won a gold medal at the Pan American Games. One can only imagine how strong his son will be, remember, his precious hand, once he grows up and, hopefully gets an arm and a body. God, that's weird. Number 3, John Cena. For a long time now, John Cena hasn't really made sense. He's like a vending machine that only sold American flags, gaining sentience and deciding to wrestle. In physical terms, he's a freak. He takes a fraction of the time it takes most men to heal from serious injuries. He spent the last 10 years doing nonsense things like lifting increasingly heavy people on his shoulders like Big Show, Mark Henry, the Great Khali, Big Show and Edge at the same time. Oh, the humanity. Big Match John is a genuine Superman, and after he spent 2015 with one endurance match after the other, he shows no signs of getting weaker. Number 2, Cesaro. Right, okay, it was a real toss-up between the last 2, so please don't hate me. Cesaro could very, very easily be number 1, and after all, one of JBL's favourite descriptions for Mr. Swiss Fists is that he's pound for pound the strongest man in WWE. What's fascinating about him is that while most dudes who can deadlift a silly amount of weight tend to be slow, large and lumbering, Cesaro is actually incredibly agile, springboarding all over the place with the grace of a gazelle with really quite big nipples indeed. And number 1, Brock Lesnar. Proportional to his size, Cesaro may be stronger, but Brock Lesnar is a walking cube of lead with the word strong carved into it with a samurai sword. If you took a stampede of elephants and wrapped them in skin, you'd get Brock Lesnar. He is simply a gigantic chunk of earth that got really angry one day and decided to start throwing people around. There's a primal, fearsome strength to Brock that simply isn't replicated by anyone else on the roster. He is power, and also he's quick as balls, which makes him that much more scary. If Brock Lesnar suplexes a tree in the forest, does it make a sound? Yes, that sound is Mother Nature going, "F me, he's the strongest man in the world." And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.